1 out of 10 people in Oregon don't have a high school diploma. A huge problem in our state is literacy, the ability to simply communicate. Welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Ken Ackerman. Joining us is Kris Magaurn. She is the chair of the Portland Literacy Council. Thanks so much for being here. You say, we were talking earlier, that the folks who earn $18,000 or less in Oregon, half of them don't even speak English, and that's one of the components to the literacy problem.
Yes, the literacy problem is really in two parts. The first would be the people who do speak English and who've maybe just not graduated from high school, and they are going to have trouble with the reading and writing skills. The other large portion are the ones that don't speak English. They may be literate in their own language, but they don't speak English, so they're not being able to read or write in that either.
You know, it's got to be embarrassing for an adult to come out and ask for help when they don't speak English. I see a lot of people asking their kids to communicate when it comes to paying utilities, when it comes to the basic needs of the community. Try to enlighten people on the things that are holding people back, some basic things in the community.
Well, it covers the whole range of things, from the economic problems, of course. If they are earning very little money, they're having trouble just with basic housing and food and health care. But more specifically, it would be things like a fellow told me how embarrassing it was to be at the bus stop and not be able to read the signs to know where he was going and have to ask somebody. It's embarrassing in a restaurant to not be able to read the menu. Another problem is reading prescriptions, labels, and getting the right prescriptions. Those things that your kids bring home from school that you have to read, or maybe write a letter or fill out a form. And they're getting jobs too, or these people who need to keep their jobs or improve. I tutored one student, and he came to me. He was an English speaker, dropped out of high school, and he came to me finally because he just wanted to learn. He couldn't take it anymore. He wanted to start at the beginning. But before you start at the beginning, would you tell me how to spell cove-based molding? And I thought, what is cove-based molding? He was a maintenance person in an apartment complex, and he used to be able to just fix things. Now he had to start filling out the forms.
And I would imagine even helping your kids with homework would be embarrassing if you can't do that. So now, what if these people can't make it to a class, to a tutoring session miles away? You have a program that's an outreach program now, but you need tutors. Tell me about that program.
Yes, well, there are classes throughout the area, but those are they're expensive, they're hard to get into. So the alternative is the volunteer tutoring classes that are also offered throughout the area. There are some at the community colleges, and there can also be found in churches and libraries and other community organizations.
And you need volunteers. You don't need much in the way of qualifications, a high school diploma, and then you put them through a course. But money is what you really need. You need people to donate. On your website, there's a spot. Where does that money go?
Well, yes, the Portland Literacy Council is a nonprofit and all volunteer, and all of the money that we get goes to things like we put on a tutor conference just to help the tutors get together and upgrade their skills. We also have a GED scholarship program, and for those who need to get a GED. And we have a community grants program. So all those little programs out there that are working with the volunteers, we support them through getting materials and such.
All right, Kris Magaurn, thank you very much for joining us on Comcast Newsmakers. From the set of Grimm inside the police station, I'm Ken Ackerman. Make it a great day, everyone.